You know, a few weeks ago, Trump tried to compare his impeachment inquiry to a lynching. Now we got the Fraternal Order of Police, and I want you to look at this headline from Wonket. Fraternal Order of Police afraid House Democrats will treat Trump like unarmed black child. So if these people did not know or understand them harming us unarmed, why would you make references to it when it comes down to Trump? Because they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. But this is interesting. I wanted to look into this, and you see Trump with the police here. It's a truth universally acknowledged that law and order conservatives will turn into common ACLU members whenever a white guy is faced with actual accountability. Head white man in charge, Donald Trump, is staring down the barrel of an impeachment inquiry. So it's only natural that the Fraternal Order of Police would publicly defend his constitutional right to shred the Constitution. The National FOP released a statement on Tuesday. Please don't try to read while drinking coffee. National FOP. The Fraternal Order of Police exists in part to defend these rights, not just for police officers, but for all citizens in every level. What lie? From the indigent living on the streets to the president living in the White House. Well, y'all lie so much. Your statements are even lies. All right. So they have a statement here, y'all. I'm going to try to show this so that you can really see it on the screen. Because even more so than the article, this is what's important. This was released October 29th, 2019. Statement of FOP National President Patrick Yose on the importance of the universal application of due process. Really? Black people, do you feel that we are getting our due process in America? Woo! Uh huh. One of the most basic rights afforded to American citizens is the right to due process. Really? Okay, so cops are aware of this, but they are violating this with us every day, aren't they? Due process does not protect the guilty. It is the means by which we guarantee the most fundamental aspect of our nation's justice system. This nation don't have a justice system. That's another lie. You don't have what you are running is not a justice system at all. There's no justice in your system whatsoever. Innocent and proven guilty? No. They treat us like guilty, and we must prove our innocence, and that's how they do it to us. We are not innocent until proven guilty. That is definitely not applied to us. Even in cases where parties do not trust one another, they can and should be able to trust the process. But no, we shouldn't. Sadly, many members of Congress are undermining the trust in due process by ignoring its fair and universal application, just as local law enforcement officers are often convicted in the media after being denounced by local elected officials without collecting the facts Yeah, I know. The cops are always getting a raw deal in America. And no one else. No one else. Members of Congress tirelessly and stridently defend the due process rights of criminals while seeking to curtail the rights of those charged with protecting American citizens. Well, when are you protecting us? Well, it must, they should really write this the right way. This is what it really should say. While seeking to curtail rights of those charged with protecting white American citizens, they seek to shield people who come to our country unlawful from being subjected to our laws and yet ignore violence to citizens and to our economy committed by those who violate our immigration laws. Well, that might be true, but what does that got to do with the impeachment? The impeachment is a whole different issue. Okay? I mean, get to the part about the impeachment. This, to me, this is nothing but a bunch of word salad right here. Mm-mm. This is word salad, y'all. They seek to shield people who come to the country unlawful. Okay. It is in vogue in Congress to demand transparency. I wish they would stop using that word. There is nothing transparent in this country. And we definitely know there's no transparency in policing. Again, it's psychological warfare. They use the words as if they are doing these things, but they're actually not doing those things at all. Police in this country are not transparent. They just throw the word around transparency, but that's not what they do. In all aspects of governance, and they routinely insist on transparency from law enforcement officers and their agencies. Yet they have developed different standards for themselves. You cannot have selective due process. Why? Y'all have it when it comes down to the black community. Y'all have selective arresting, selective prosecuting, selective judge and juries, because we know the all white jury is still prevalent in America. And you have selective jailing. Okay. So no, you definitely have a lot of selective tendencies in due process in America. Lots and lots of them. Without transparency and due process, you place the American concept of innocent until proven guilty in jeopardy. Wow. These words are supposed to be meaningful, y'all. Just let me know if they are in the comment section. You cannot have justice without due process. Denying due process is a betrayal of our shared American ideals and a grave disservice to our republic. Black community, do you feel like you're getting the right due process from these cops out here? Just let me know in the comment section. Woo, there's some comedians. The Fraternal Order of Police exists in part to defend the rights, not just for police officers, but for all citizens at every level, from the indigent living on the streets to the president living in the White House. Wow. Well, I'm glad this woman responded. Maggie Jordan said, the Fraternal Order of Police does not understand the difference between an investigation and or grand jury and public charges and a trial is very troubling. Very. Harry Hop wrote, "Don't worry, they're only pretending not to understand. What they're actually saying is they believe the law only applies to certain people and rights belong to a different set of people, and they don't want to hear otherwise. So be troubled about that." Long haired Mike said, "Is it standard procedure for police to inform a suspect of every step in an investigation and allow them to observe all interrogation and witness interviews before charges are filed?" Tim Dewey, "Is it standard procedure for the police to wait until a suspect has been found guilty in a court of law before conducting an investigation?" Barry Nolte, "Ignorance of applicable laws and procedures, huh? Old in your ways, complete and breathtaking ignorance of how the process works." So people are really firing at these police over their statement. The cops in this country are so fake. They are so. Jeff Baseball wrote, "I don't want FAP, goddamn it. I'm a Dapper Dan man." That's actually kind of funny. Actually, that's kind of funny there. "I'm a Dapper Dan man." Okay, y'all. So, the FOP making this statement is nothing short of funny, y'all. I mean, this is hilarious. So, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, they want us to be ignorant. They want us to not understand what the process is. So they want to cheat us out of due process. But when it comes down to Trump, they're saying that Congress is treating Trump, the congressional Democrats are treating Trump like an unarmed black child. What do they do to unarmed black people in this country? It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, or child, they shoot you, they kill you, and then turn around and use their get out of free card, from prosecutions and being placed in jail. "I feared for my life." And then come to find out all the bullets is in the back of the person because they were running away. In fact, cops should be barred from using the phrase, "I feared for my life." They should be barred from using that phrase. If they were really in danger, they should be forced to sit down, show on the webcam, on their body cam, where they were in danger. But using the phrase, "I feared for my life to get out of everything," that should be barred from any police officer using that. They should be forced to look at the body cam and prove where they were in danger. And that should only be done in a court of law. And if there is no signs of them being danger in any kind of danger on the body cam, then they should be convicted. But using the phrase, "I fear for my life," and they don't have to provide anything else, No, that should be banned. But we know they get away with lying even in police reports. The police report will say one thing, the body cam will show something entirely different. And they get away with that too. And it tells you the whole system is corrupt. There is no reforming or fixing the system. The system must be dismantled, and it must be a clean sweep of the people that are currently sitting in all of these positions, from policing all the way up to the judge. It must be a clean sweep. If you don't do it that way, then the same issues will go on. But Trump being treated like an unarmed black child is just as ridiculous as Trump making the statement that him being going through an impeachment inquiry is a lynching. There is no equivalency whatsoever. But it does prove one thing, ladies and gentlemen. They know we get the worst of it all, don't they? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.